Assalamualaikum and greeting to everyone. Welcome to my final year project presentation. I am Muhammad Syahmi bin Muhammad SAIPU, a final year project in Bachelor of Technology Management. The title of my research is the factors influencing employee behavioral intention towards business intelligence system. I am supervised by my lecturer Dr. Muhammad FAZLI bin Muhammad, and my panel is Sir Albert FEISAL. I am for BTMI section 2. Metric number is B061810170. First, let's begin with introduction in chapter 4. In this research, I collect 200 questionnaires-based survey that are distributed randomly through online Google survey form to the employees in selected manufacturing companies in Melaka, which are in the work position of non-management, middle level management, first level supervisor and top level management. I using the PSS to analyze all the data collected. Next is pilot test. What is function of pilot test? Before starting the process for distribution of questionnaires to the large group, the pilot test is conducted first with the small group of respondents for verifying the research question. Table 4.0 show that the reliability statistic for all items. It consists of 18 items in the questionnaire. The value for the Chromback APA is 0.915, which is greater than 0.7. So it indicates that it has strong reliability and the questionnaire was reliable. Demographic background. In this slide show that the gender of all 200 respondents who were answering the questionnaires. It showed that the total for male were 202 respondents, which were 51% from the total, while the total for female was 98 respondents. The total of male employee was more than female employee. For the range of age, most of the respondents are between 31 to 40 years old, which are 81 respondents. 79 respondents are between 21 to 30 years, which is 39.5% from the total of respondents. Then 35 respondents are between 41 to 50 years old, which made up of 70.5%. Next, for the education level, most of the respondents were from the bachelor's degree, which represent 178 respondents, with 89%. There were 10 respondents which from master. The number of the respondents which is from the STPM or diploma is 10 respondents. There were only 2 respondents from PhD. For the work position, the highest total of 124 respondents, which the percentage of 62% was from the management level. 72 respondents were from non-management level, and the lowest total of only 4 respondents. Lastly, work experience. The highest total of 92 respondents, with the percentage of 46% has the 10 years and below of working experience. Then the lowest total of 7 respondents. Research finding. In this section, it will give an aid to me to observe the relationship among all the independent variable and dependent variable. The table 4.15 in this slide show the reliability test for the both dependent variable and independent variables for this research. The Chromback APA value on this question was 0.937. Based on the table of Chromback APA coefficient range and strength of association, this question was excellent and high reliable. Table 4.13 show the correlation between the independent variable and dependent variable, the correlation of performance expectancy, effort, expectancy, and social influence were categorized as strong positive relationship toward employee behavior, intention toward business intelligence system as the correlation value are 0.661, 0.634, and 0.647 respectively. Hypothesis testing. Table 4.16 show that the result of model summary demonstrate that the relationship between the independent variables and dependent variable. The value of correlation coefficient was 0.766, which is mean that there was strong relation between the variables. Based on the table 4.70, the result of f-test value of 87.237. The f-test value was 87, which showed that a higher value. It indicated that the overall regression is a good fit for the data and can conclude that there was a significant relationship between independent variables and dependent variable. Lastly, the table 4.18 in this slide indicates that the result of the coefficient for multiple regression analysis. The performance expectancy has the highest beta value compared with the two variables. So it shows that performance expectancy has the greatest effect on the employee behavior intention towards business intelligence system. Chapter 5. Based on result of hypothesis testing, the significant value of performance expectancy, effort expectancy, and the social influence were respectively from the result of multiple regression analysis. It can be assumed that all the factors. For the implication, based on the result of analysis, performance expectancy had the highest of the standard coefficient value, which was 0.380. Performance expectancy is the most significant factor that will affect employee behavior intention towards business intelligence. Recommendation of future study. The first recommendation is the future researcher may conduct this research in the other industry. The second recommendation is that the future researcher may use the qualitative method for conducting the future study to get more understanding of the user perspective. Lastly, the analysis of the multiple regression analysis showed that the R-square value was 0.572. In conclusion, the implementation of the business intelligence system is important for the industry since that our country will enter for the industry revolution of 4.0 and large amount of the data needs to be processed and will be used in the decision making to generate value for the companies. So it is important for the employer to clearly know the appropriate way for them to adapt the business intelligence system in their company so it can be effectively used and help in increasing the work efficiency. This is Gantt chart for final year project 2. It shows my journey doing this study. That's all from me. Thank you.